Steelers Patriots, coming up here on EA Sports as we come to you from Foxborough, Massachusetts for today's game.
I don't know which team has the better tight end, but I do know that could very well be the difference in this game today.
Well, if you made me choose between the two, I'll tell you what. I'll just say you take one. I don't care who you take. I'll take the other one because they're both that good. They can do it all. As I say, you hear me say it every once in a while. They're all in one. That means they can do anything you want.
This game is underway. Amendola's got it on the return. And it's the same as a touchback as he's tackled right at the 20. The Steelers defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
Playing press coverage to the outside. 1st and 10.
Bolden's taking the handoff. And that's the type of run I think this offense would take all game long, Phil.
Oh, would they ever? They would love this. This is showing your dominance here. The offensive line doing a good job, but also a solid job by the running back picking up some good yards.
The offensive lineup includes Julian Edelman, the former quarterback at Kent State.
Julian Edelman is not just a feel-good story. This is a good, solid football player. He can be an outside wide receiver. He can return kicks and punts, and he can play the slot. He can do it all.
Let's go, let's go. Like 20, like 20.
Brady's got it in the gun. He's drilled as he throws. The Patriots will risk it here, going for it on 4th here in the first quarter. The Patriots come to the line. First down marker is at the 48. Brady from the gun. 2 hands on the football and has the catch. The Steelers defense has to be demoralized
by that fourth down conversion allowed.
I think anytime on the defensive side when you give up a fourth down conversion, it is heartbreaking, and it has to be heartbreaking for the defense right now.
The football sits at the 42-yard line.
The Steelers lined up in the nickel. First down at the 42. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. They went with the ground game on first down, bringing up second.
Now he's going to change the play. And look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
And they get the sack.
A lot of things to look at if you're a quarterback in this league now, isn't it? You're looking at safeties, you look at linebackers, but you forget, hey, these corners can blitz. Good disguise, good timing, and a nice sack by the corner.
Brady's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Brady to Amendola. First down, about 3.5 minutes to go here in the first. Here's the first snap after the big play. Brady, handoff. Nice piece of running. Shazier's the one who made the big stop.
About to snap it for the 9th play of the drive.
The Patriots snap it at the 31. Brady finds Gronkowski. What a drive this has been. Press coverage all the way. Tom Brady will be taking this one from the gun. Brady's back in shotgun formation. Brady able to find Julian Edelman.
If you got a defensive back that's scared to death and not going to give up the big play, you've got to run things like this. The out route, nice route by the wide receiver, and a good throw by the quarterback.
Offense heading to the line for the 11th play of the drive. First down here after the completion.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
What a way to start the game. First possession touchdown.
Tight ends are a position where you got to be able to do it all. You got to be able to block, run routes, and you got to be able to get in position so you have a chance to catch the touchdown pass. Good job by the tight end. Touchdown.
Bill declined the penalty and let the play stand. Steven Gostowski's readying his team for the kickoff. And Brandon Boykin will field this kickoff. He's taken down at the 23. That return's good for about 22. First down at the 23. Bell's got him on the handle. And he's tackled at the 32-yard line.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
The Steelers from the 32. Bell's going to secure the handoff. Mayo's able to read that play and make the hit.
Look at the linebackers moving around. They're trying to confuse the quarterback.
Defense respecting the deep ball, playing way off the receivers.
Hey, how about that? The defensive line, everybody shifting to the left. I think they're expecting a run.
This is third down. Ben Roethlisberger will take the snap out of the gun. The Steelers snap it at the 31. Heath Miller has the catch. Miller's tackled down at the 36.
Jim Nantz, that was the old fly route. When we were kids, that's what they called it. See if you can fly by the defensive back. He did that time. Nice throw and catch.
Set up now at the 36.
The Steelers still driving as the second quarter gets underway. First down here. Bell takes his spot in the backfield. No bump coverage here. Corners backing up.
Look out. They're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side. The defensive line saw something the offense is doing. Look at them all shifting to the right.
Roethlisberger sends it to Bell. Now 1st and 10. Throws the pass. And it's batted down.
Things get tight down here in the red area. I got to give the defensive man a lot of credit, though. In position, sees the ball thrown, and is able to get that hand up there and knock it down.
Second down after the incompletion. Roethlisberger set. Empty backfield. The wide receiver shifting around in motion. Roethlisberger takes the snap from the gun. Could have been intercepted.
Good job that time by the defensive player. He reads the quarterback, gets in position, down near his own end zone, knocks that pass down.
On the way, third down. Tackled down after a gain of 10.
Good job that time by the offense. They pick up a first down inside the 20-yard line. Now we'll see if they can punch it in and get 7 points.
Stepping up, ready to spring into action at the 8.
Looks like they're in press coverage here.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
And it's knocked down.
That's a nice play that time by the defense. The offense is inside your red zone. You got to stop them from scoring. That was a good job of swatting the football away.
Second and goal from the 8. Rings it in for the score in the end zone. Phil, we're early second quarter, and things suddenly are all back to square one. All tied up after that touchdown.
This game is shaping up to be something special. I like the feel of it. It's exciting. Can't wait to see what happens here in the rest of this quarter.
The Patriots prepared to return the kick. And Amendola's got it. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line.
The Patriots ready to get this drive started. The last time they had it, Phil, it was a touchdown, and they got all the way to the end zone mainly through the air.
Yeah, they did it through the air. They got good protection. You know, we love what the quarterback is doing, but how about the wide receivers and everybody catching the football, separating from the defender, and they're getting some easy throw and catches out.
Mitchell's in on the tackle.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
The Patriots from the 27. And they take him down.
Outside linebackers in the NFL, they are such tremendous athletes. They can do everything. How about that play that time? Good move, good speed, gets to the quarterback and gets a sack.
The defense pushed the offense back with that sack, and now they'll need 15 yards on third down. Brady standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Edelman with the reception. They come to the line, and it's first down. That long gain sets them up here on this play. They'll run it here. That's a gain of only a yard. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. The Patriots snap it at the 41. Brady goes to the ground. Gronkowski with the catch.
Coming to the line at the 27.
That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Bolden's going to take the handoff now. And this will go for a loss. Timmons, that time on the stop. Halftime is coming up, but first we reach the 2-minute warning. Second down coming up. An extra tight end on the field for this one.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Brady's going to take it from the gun. Brady's pass will be incomplete this time.
That's a wonderful job that time by the secondary. Everybody's in position, nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football, and it leads to another incomplete pass.
The offense now needs to pick up the first here on third down after that incompletion. Garoppolo's got it in the gun. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab.
Before there's another snap, the officials want to go back and take a look at that last one.
So now they're going to take a look at the replay and try to determine if the spot of the ball was accurate or not.
When you talk about challenging the spot of a football, it has to be a clear-cut decision for the official. They're not going to move that football 2 inches or 3 inches. It has to be at least a half a yard before they're going to change what they see on the replay.
Julian Edelman has the catch.
Second down. trying to fight through right up the middle of the field. This long drive continues. He'll get it again. Picked up a couple that time.
Jim, the defense gives up the first down that time inside the red zone. But there's only so many things the offense can do. Let's see if they can hold them.
This will be the 11th play of the drive. The Patriots signal for the timeout. And that's the first one they've used.
The defense on its heels. Football sits at the 5-yard line.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
First and goal from the 5.
Fakes, and they deck the quarterback.
Not a good job by the quarterback that time. Inside of 2 minutes in the first half, you got to get rid of the football. If nobody's open, just throw it away. That time, he loses yards by taking the sack.
The long drive continues. Playing press coverage to the outside.
Brady is in the shotgun.
Makes the catch. Touchdown. That touchdown appears that it will secure them to halftime lead as the second quarter is winding down here.
Well, they sure hope it does. There's nothing like going in at halftime with the lead. You just feel like all the hard work you put in the week, you put it to good use, and you want to keep that lead going in at halftime.
Made right around the 26-yard line.
The Steelers offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last drive actually ended in a touchdown, Phil. We'll see if they still have it in them to issue a repeat performance.
Well, what you saw in that last drive was everything just came together perfectly for them. The experience of the football team, the talent of the players, and the coaches helped them out, and they got it done.
The Steelers are going to use one of the 2 timeouts they have remaining. Final 30 seconds of the first half, and it's a first down. Roethlisberger's lined up, no extra blockers for this snap. First down at the 45. After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down. They motion the receiver around to the other side.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
Jarring hit that time. Knocks the ball free.
Well, when you get in a situation like this, Jim, and you get 3rd and long, I'll tell you what catches the defense by surprise. Run a double move on the outside against the defensive back. Because everybody in the stands and the defensive players all think you're going to throw it short.
Press coverage all the way. The Steelers will take the snap from the 45. Intercepted!
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Patriots back on the field with their offense now. They've scored on each of their last 2 drives and have to be feeling pretty confident right now at the start of this one.
Yeah, it is amazing what the mind can do sometimes on the football field. You go out there and you score, and you feel like nothing can stop you. So it would not be surprised to see him to go out there and have success again.
Good coverage by Gay that time as the pass goes incomplete.
That's what you expect in the NFL nowadays from the players, especially these receivers. They're so aggressive, so athletic. They go all out for every catch. That time he just lets it all go. Not able to make the catch, but I'll give him an A for effort.
The Patriots take it from the 38. It's dropped. And he's brought down right at the 42. The Patriots have to take their final timeout. That's it. Looks like they're in press coverage here. First down following the long play. Garoppolo's going to take the snap from the shotgun. LaFell with the grab. Touchdown, New England. Getting close to the half, and they're giving their opponents a lot to talk about in the locker room.
Yeah, they are putting some kind of whipping on them here early in the game. I'll just say this for the defensive side that's losing. It's been terrible. So go in there at halftime, change what you're doing, and get back in this game.
The point after is good. The Steelers set to return the kick. It's Boykin with the return. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. We've reached halftime, and we'll be sending it back to our studio and Larry Ridley as we continue with the NFL on EA Sports.
No return. The ball's coming out to the 20. The Steelers offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
Here's the long. Devin McCourty gets the theft.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled, being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
The Patriots take the field here in the second half, looking to extend their lead in this one, partner.
Yeah, you know what you do? It's halftime is over. You come out here. You're not sure what the new game plan is going to be, but feel your way into the game. Don't take a chance early and turn the football over.
The tackle is made at the 40-yard line.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time when they stopped the play for a short gain.
It's now second down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. The Steelers load up the box, going with the 46 defense. Snap back to Brady from the gun. And intercepted.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
The Steelers will try to hold on to the football. This has been one big turnover after another, Phil. Just what the coaches talked about in our meetings with him this week about ball security. It's not happening here.
Well, it tells you the players did not listen to the coaches, that's for sure, because ball security is not what we're seeing out there. I know this. Next week in practice, there's going to be a lot of drills about hanging on to the football.
First down at the 33. Scans the field. Roethlisberger sends it to Bell.
I like this. Show some patience. Don't try to get it all in one play. Pick up first downs and try to go down the field and score. Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals. When you're going against a good quarterback and receiver in the NFL now, one of the ways to stop it is tight man-to-man coverage. You against him.
Here they come to the 41-yard line.
Roethlisberger's got everybody split out wide. corners are backing off here. Second and 10. Looking to go deep. The ball is knocked out.
Every quarterback hates a situation like this. You're down the football game, and you got third and long, but you must be thinking, don't turn it over. So don't force the situation by trying to throw one in there in tight coverage. If they're not open, throw it short.
They send the tight end in motion. Third and 10. The ball is jarred loose.
The defense did a very good job there on third and long. They got the incomplete pass, but it's the work they did on first and second down. They made it tough on the offense, so third and long, everything goes to the advantage of the defense.
The Steelers will line up. The first down markers right at the 31-yard line. Roethlisberger from the gun. Martavis Bryant makes the catch.
I can't give all the credit to the offense here. They go for it on fourth down here in the second half. Even though they're losing, the defense should have known that that play was coming, and they should have stopped it.
Roethlisberger's completion percentage, 40% on the day. The quarterback motions the wide receiver. Ben Roethlisberger dropping back in shotgun formation. Second down following that incompletion. Bell in the backfield. Single back set. Second down and 10. Bell's handed the football. Pat Chung makes the tackle.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. Third and 2. Makes the catch, but didn't get the feet down. Incomplete.
The Steelers will second-guess that play call. That time on third and short, they throw the football. Everybody thought they were going to run it. They were trying to be too clever, and it backfired. Now it's fourth down.
The offense is still on the field right now. Fourth down, and they'll need to pick up 2. Ben Roethlisberger will take the snap out of the gun. Offense a little too slow getting set at the line on that one. The offense is going to stay on the field now for this 4th and 7. The Patriots with a nickel look here on defense. The Steelers need to get to the 11 to pick up a first down. Playing press coverage to the outside. Roethlisberger takes the snap from the gun. Roethlisberger sends it to Brown.
First down by the offense inside the red zone. Can the defense show them something different here and keep them from scoring a touchdown?
Roethlisberger's completion percentage, 40% on the day. Time for the hurry-up offense.
Now he's going to change the play and look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
And it's swatted away.
Gets tight down here in the red zone, So if you're a defender, read the quarterback. You make a quick break on the football. Hey, you get in a position like this, you can knock it down.
This has been a long drive so far.
Let's go now. 3, 2, 2.
Good job by the defense, all shifting inside. They're expecting a run up the middle. When linebackers move around like this, you know what it means? Nothing. Confuses no one.
Almost intercepted.
Jim, I love these situations. 3rd and goal. What are they going to call? They're going to run the football. They're going to go with a pass. And if it is a pass, I will look for something quick.
Just 4 yards away from the end zone.
Roethlisberger set. Empty backfield. Halfway through the 3rd quarter. Touchdown, Pittsburgh Steelers. Roethlisberger's 2nd touchdown of the game. The Steelers with the PAT to come. Makes the PAT. The Patriots prepared to return the kick. Amendola's going to test the coverage this time. Just across the 20 and tackled at the 21.
The Patriots are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck. That's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You got to go out there and be much better.
Bolton's taking the handoff. Mitchell's there to make the tackle.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
2nd down and 5. Gets the handle here. And Gaines all over the ball carrier. 3rd down now.
The Steelers defensive coordinator, my gosh, he is one happy guy. Anytime you get in the backfield and stop a runner and make him lose yards, that's some good stuff.
Getting set as fast as they can.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one. That's been the story of this game. Another 3rd down conversion to move the chains.
Jim, the offensive coordinator's done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. They're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
Keeps his legs moving. Jams it across the goal line for the touchdown. And now that we're almost into 4th and they've just increased their lead, could it be time to rest the starters, Phil?
Oh, no, Jim, not even close to that yet. We got a long way to go. You've seen it many times in the NFL. Big leads have a way of just disappearing. So I'm not counting this one over by any means.
Steven Gostowski's readying his team for the kickoff. And Brandon Boykin will field this kickoff. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. Roethlisberger set. Everybody emptied out for this snap.
The defensive line now spreading out. I think they want to try to pressure the quarterback.
Bell's there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it. First down, offense readying for the snap. No need to huddle. Hurry up offense.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Looking long. And he comes down. No, the defender tips it out. Defense was trying to guess the snap count, and it cost them there.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
Looking long. Second and 5 coming up. Press coverage all the way. Roethlisberger from the gun. Makes the catch in open space.
Hard to guard these tight ends now in the NFL. It really puts the defense in like a quandary. Do we use a big guy? Well, the big guy's not fast enough. We use a small guy. Well, he's not big enough. They get pushed around. I don't know what you're going to do. Just make sure you're a good tackler after they catch it.
Roethlisberger's completion percentage, 40% on the day. The Patriots defense now is going to go nickel. The corner step back. He'll take the snap, the first here in the fourth quarter. The reception by, and that's a touchdown, and they inch closer. That's an important touchdown for this resilient bunch that just never quits, never believes it's out of a game, Phil.
That's what it takes, Jim. In situations like this, you just have to be tougher than your opponent, and that's what they showed there, getting that touchdown. Now we are going to have a contest down here in the fourth quarter.
An extra point is good. The Steelers will line up here for the onside kick. Flag is out. White's tackled right at the 42. You try the onside kick, and you've got to make sure, first off, that the ball travels 10 yards. That's a penalty.
Hey, you know what you say to the kicker here in this situation if you're the coach? You count to 10. That's how far it's got to go, son. Get the ball 10 yards.
Looks like they're in press coverage here. Brady's got two tight ends on the field for this snap. Handoff made. Good yardage picked up on that call.
Well, here we are in the second half of a tight game, and you always hear this, control the tempo of the game, just move the chains, and that's what the offense did that time. Picked up the first down and just keep marching from here.
First down on the way. Bolden's got it on the handoff. That's a gain of 8.
Power running. A lot of teams in this league don't even do it anymore. This team, they can power it up in there and pick up those tough yards. Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
Bolden's going to secure the handoff. And they'll end up losing 4 here.
The Patriots offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens? The run loses yards. That's just a bad job by the offensive line. The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
3rd and 6. Makes Patriots in the end zone. That touchdown, Phil, halfway through the 4th quarter may have been the one that locked it up.
Jim, it's been a wonderful day by the offense, and on the other side, the defense, oh my gosh, I don't know what to say except that they were just terrible. They never had any answers. They didn't change their strategy. So the coaches, they got to be disappointed in their decisions, and the players, their effort was just awful.
Tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. First down at the 22. Stands in the pocket. They'll try over again on 2nd down. Ben Roethlisberger dropping back in shotgun formation. The pass fails to find the mark.
Tough situation you found yourself in. 3rd and long, you're losing the football game. There are not many plays here that are going to pick up the 1st down. So be careful here. Don't be too aggressive. If you're too aggressive, you will make a mistake.
Roethlisberger's ready for the snap. Empty backfield. The Steelers from the 22. The pass falls incomplete, and they fail to pick up a 1st down on this series. Offense back on the field here for this 4th and 10 play. The Steelers come to the line. 1st down marker is at the 32. Roethlisberger takes the snap from the gun. Roethlisberger over to Antonio Brown. A foot race to the end zone. Touchdown! And this game isn't over yet, Phil. It's up to the defense now, but there's still a lot of hope for this side.
Yeah, sometimes it's easy to play when the game is not close, but now the game is close. Can the defense handle that pressure, get out there and execute, and stop this drive?
The Steelers ready to boot the football down the field. Amendola's got it. Fights off the hit. Shazier's there to take him down. That return's good for about 21. The Patriots really have this offense cranking, Phil. They've scored on their last 2 series.
You know what we see now in the NFL, so many different ways to move an offense. Screens, run plays, power plays, trick plays. Right now, everything working on the offensive side.
First down at the 24. Thomas is all over that offense and brings him down.
The Patriots running back that time, he makes a bad decision. You can't be looking to make every play a big play when you're running the football. Look for a few yards, take advantage of that. He tries for the big play. What happens? He gets tackled for a loss.
Loss of 3 on the play.
Hey, easy call. Be safe. put the pressure on the other team to make the plays on the offensive side to beat you. So right here, you call something very conservative.
The clock's really become a factor here, and the defense knows it has to get off the field as soon as possible to get...
Pass is intercepted. Tackles made. We're getting late in the game, and that big defensive play now puts the offense in perfect position to take control of this one.
Yeah, you know what happened? I'll give a lot of credit to the defense, but the quarterback on the other side, I think he's had so much success, he got overconfident, and he took a chance, and he got burned. The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Heaving it down the field. What a catch. Touchdown. An absolutely huge touchdown to tie the game midway through the fourth quarter.
Oh, boy, that was awesome to watch. And to tie this game up here midway in the fourth quarter, that puts a lot of pressure on the opponent's offense. Can they handle it? We're going to find out here in this series.
The Patriots prepared to return the kick.
He's got a chance to return this one.
And he's taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30.
The Patriots offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
Shazier's there that time for the tackle.
Hurry up, 2-minute offense. 2nd and 10.
It's caught by Blunt. And at the 37, he'll be brought down. The Patriots have been involved in a highly competitive game here today, and it's been their passing attack that has come through. Brady's been all but unstoppable.
He has been unstoppable here today. You want to win it? Well, Jim, we always hear it's a quarterback-driven league, and we are seeing that in today's game.
Here's the handoff. And that's good for only a yard or two. No time to huddle right now. They go right to the hurry-up.
Well, in this hurry-up offense, such a big part of the NFL. So many close games. You better be good in the hurry-up offense.
Failing to complete that one. So, 2nd down here. Bolden's lined up outside on the right.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Brady able to find Julian Edelman.
And he's going to be tackled right around the 37.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. 1st down at the 37.
Trying to find an opening to the right.
Picks up about 2.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
So right into the hurry-up offense they go, into this 2-minute situation.
Yeah, these guys, all these pros, they've been doing this stuff since they were in high school running the 2-minute offense, so I know they're ready for it.
Holding on to the timeout. They'll rush back to the line. The Patriots will take the snap from the 35. Scott Chandler has the grab. Chandler's tackled down at the 22.
Brady selling this play big time. The defense, they go for the run fake, and that's why he has time to throw the football and makes the completion. Good job.
At the 22-yard line, here they come. The Patriots call a timeout. Their first.
Playing press coverage to the outside. 2 tight ends on the field here.
Bolden's going to take the handoff now. The Steelers' defense will stop the clock here with under 2 to go as they want to preserve the clock. Only 20 yards to the end zone.
Well, we were at practice on Friday, Jim. This team was working on red zone offense all the time. Well, here they are. It's a tie game. We'll see if all that practice pays off.
3rd down. The Patriots will set up. The 12 is the first down line. The sack. The Steelers will, of course, call the timeout now to stop the clock. Now they'll have a shot to take a late lead on this kick.
No good. No good.
The Steelers offense takes the field here, looking for some late game magic here, partner, with the game tied late.
Yeah, you're looking for magic, but also be careful. The one thing I like about the NFL now, all the teams have so many plays to start the drive. And what I mean by that, it's just not a screen or a draw. They have all these wide receiver screens. You throw it outside. I don't want to call them trick plays, but deceptive plays that make it easy for you and give you a little momentum. When you can't hit the quarterback or put pressure on him, there's not much you're going to get done then. That time, the quarterback had time and throws it down the field for another completion.
First down and 10.
Looking at every option. Underneath, but can't find the mark that time as the pass goes incomplete.
The Steelers set to return the kick.
It's Boykin with the return. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. Roethlisberger's all by himself in the backfield for this snap.
The corners retreating.
Boy, they saw something on the offense. It caught their attention. Look at the defensive line. They're all shifting to the right.
That's reception number 2 for him.
They're going to the hurry up. Back to the line.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
First down at the 47. Roethlisberger finds Miller.
After the pass play, gain 7. 2nd and 3 on the way. No time to waste. They hurry to the line.
Roethlisberger from the gun.
Scanning the field.
It's wide open. Gains 12.
Beautiful job that time by the QB. He goes back there in the pass play. He doesn't like what he sees, and he just takes off and gets the yards and gets a first down.
Roethlisberger's got no one behind him. Just a quarterback waiting for the snap.
Press coverage all the way.
Makes the reception. Gains 14.
When you play zone in the NFL, what you're trying to do is make the quarterback hold the football just for a half a second longer, and you hope the pass rush can get there. They don't that time. That's why he got the completion.
Roethlisberger's completion percentage, 50% on the day.
The wide receiver in motion.
First down at the 20.
Roethlisberger with the give. Breaking huddle at the 21. The Patriots defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
They're going to the hurry-up offense, and they're back to the line quickly. Looks like they're in press coverage here.
Look what the defensive line is doing. They're all pinching down inside. They're expecting a run.
It's a walk-off touchdown beyond belief.
What a throw by the quarterback for a touchdown. It was just really nice. He threw it beautifully, right on target. Touchdown.
So a touchdown wins this one in overtime. Quite a game, quite an afternoon, Phil.
Yeah, you know, it was very exciting. It's a shame it came down to the defense just making an awful mistake to give the offense a chance to win the game.
For Phil Simms and all the crew, Eddie. Steelers, Cowboys, coming up on EA Sports as we come to you from Arlington, Texas for today's game.
Back in your days when you had to take on a team from the AFC, didn't know them all that well. What was it like as we have this little interconference matchup today?
Well, I thought back in those days, Jim, we were about ready to show them what toughness and hard-hitting was. Today it's a little different. But I'll tell you this NFC team, they are a hard-hitting bunch.
This heated rivalry matchup is underway. And he'll start his return. And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21. Tony Romo will take it right from the center. First down at the 21. Romo to Witten. And Gaze in on the tackle. First down coming up.
One of the better talented tight ends in the NFL. He makes that catch just right in stride and gets a nice catch.
The line of scrimmage is the 26-yard line.
First down at the 26.
Alvin Bud Dupree gets to the quarterback.
You know, outside linebackers, they're everything all in one. They got to be a pass rusher, a pass cover guy, and they got to be able to stop the run. Nice job that time getting the sack.
Bryant's got it on a pass that had some heat. And Gaze there to make the stop. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. Let's see how they back up the big play here. Seastrom's handed the football. Looking across the middle. Incomplete. Looking underneath that time. As we check now, this offensive unit getting it done for over a decade. Certainly a future Hall of Famer is tight end Jason Witten.
Well, we hear it all the time from the Cowboys offensive staff. They say everybody underestimates how fast he is, how physical he is. And, of course, that's got to be true. How else would he be so good over 10 years?
Third and goal at the 3. That was a drive that looked like it had the makings of a touchdown, but instead, the defense is able to make a stand.
That's the great thing about playing defense, Jim, in the NFL. It just takes one play to stop a drive, and we just saw it that time by the defensive side.
The Cowboys turned the ball over on downs.
You're always trying to make statements in a football game. How about this statement by the defense? They set the tone early, stopping that 4th and short play.
Ben Roethlisberger will take the snap out of the gun.
Good job by the defensive line, shifting all down inside. I think they're expecting a run up the middle.
The Steelers will use a timeout here. They'll talk it over before running a play on first down. Backs to the wall for the offense. Dropping back now into the shotgun. It's intercepted. You hate to dig an early hole, but that's what's happened here with the early interception throw.
Yeah, good job by the defense, but I'll tell you, you got to make sure as a quarterback when you throw an interception early in the game that you don't let it get into your head and give self-doubt. So stay positive, go out there, be aggressive, and play that way.
The Cowboys now move the chains.
Nice job that time by the offense, getting the first down inside the red zone. And it's a good thing they got a quarterback with a strong arm, because you got to throw into some tight spots in the red zone.
Over the line, touchdown. And the early momentum in their favor as that touchdown puts them in front here in the first.
Oh, I love that word, momentum. The big Mo. If Big Mo is on their side, that is a great thing to have and a good feeling as a football team.
Players from both sides made an appeal, but the referees say it's on the defense.
There is a flag out. Handoff by Romo. You talk about momentum. That turns into an 8-point trip, the touchdown and the 2.
This offense and the head coach and the offensive coordinator, they're all aggressive. So, hey, well, it's not good enough just to get a touchdown. They want to get that extra point or 2 points. Nice job that time.
And a touchback here will bring the ball out to the 20. The Steelers just gave up some big turnover points. And let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right?
No one's going to get him now. The 10, all the way home and all alone. Touchdown. Well, they trimmed the lead here a little bit with that touchdown. That should settle them down for a little bit here, Phil.
You think it would. After the way they played here early, my gosh, they've been absolutely awful. But it's funny how in the NFL things can turn around so quickly. Oh, you see the linebackers moving around. I think they're trying to confuse the offensive line. Now he's going to change the play. And look out. I think he's going to go down the field.
So put down a touchdown and a 2-point conversion on that occasion.
Yeah, good job by the offense. They executed the play perfectly, and they got in the end zone, like you said, and got that 2 points.
Catches it at the 2 and starts his return. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Cowboys take it from the 23. Outside now on the toss. Second down and 10. He's hit as he throws it.
Well, when it's third long in a situation like this, I'm going to look at it from the defensive side. You know they're going to be careful, so make sure you come up and just make the tackle so they don't get those yards after the catch or a long run.
Following that incompletion, it sets up 3rd and 10. The Cowboys in the pistol formation. Knocked down as he fires it.
The Cowboys don't have a lot of options on 3rd and long situations. The pass goes incomplete, and the defense did a good job of staying back there and not giving up the deep throw.
They bring back out the offense to go for it. Playing press coverage to the outside. The Cowboys have it at the 24. Tony Romo uncorks the long. He's in the clear. The 10 and in for the touchdown. The lead is theirs now after that trip to the end zone. That gives them some momentum here at the start, Phil.
Yeah, listen, halfway through the first quarter, you score that touchdown. Now you're leading in the game. Boy, that's a great place to be. And also, I know it's early, but it puts the pressure on the opposition right away.
C-Strunks.
So many things you can do from the 2-yard line now in the NFL. All the teams can spread you out. They can run it. The quarterback can keep it. The big plays, the passes, very tough for the defense to stop the 2-point conversion.
Signals fair catch. They'll take it at the 20. The Steelers offense taking the field again. They got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil. A solid touchdown drive.
Yeah, what a productive day so far for the offense. They're mixing it up well. They got confidence. The quarterback's throwing it well. This is a very good game so far.
What a catch. Going to take it the distance. The 10 taking it all the way home for the touchdown. Midway through the first quarter now, and that touchdown will allow them to keep it close.
Oh, it does. It keeps it close. It also just changes the way you think and the way you play. Nothing like a little confidence boost, and they just got it with that touchdown.
This ball's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense that time stopping a two-point conversion. It is so tough from the 2-yard line. So many things to think about on the defensive side, but they were ready that time.
The Steelers now lining up for the onside kick. And unable to pull off the onside kick, the hands team comes away with the football. The Cowboys offense returns, and so far they've looked almost unstoppable.
They have been, but listen, there is no way this offense can continue at this pace. It's impossible in this league because there's good players on the other side. They'll make an adjustment, and they'll find a way to slow this offense down.
Picks up maybe 3. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day.
Seastrum's a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
And Gaze, the one who made the big stop.
This has got to be a blitz. Look how everybody's crowding the line of scrimmage.
Midway through the first. And it's going to be dropped for the sack, and they're going to be punting after a short series.
When you blitz on third down, you hope to get to the quarterback. Here's why. Because there are less defensive backs back there. The chances of giving up the big play are pretty high. But the rush, they're quick enough. They get there, and they sack the QB.
Romo lines up in the pistol. The Cowboys take it from the 33. That's Romo finding Bryant. And he's in for the touchdown. What a play. What a run.
I give all the credit to the wide receiver here. What a route. Fooled the defender. He is wide open. Nice throw by the quarterback for the touchdown.
The Steelers set to return the kick. Tackles made right around the 25-yard line. The Steelers come out now with the hopes of adding even more fireworks to what's been a very eventful first quarter for them, Phil.
It's been fun to watch so far. You know what happens? You have these plays, and you plan for the start of the game, and their planning was extraordinary. Everything they've done so far has worked. Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
Antonio Brown with the catch. Brown's tackled right at the 42. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. First down at the 42. Launches it down the field. For the offense, he came out of Central Michigan as a 6th-round pick and has turned himself into a top-flight receiver in Antonio Brown.
All you hear about Antonio Brown, besides the talent he has on the field, is how hard he works. When you work that hard and you got some talent, look out. You're going to get it done on the field.
Press coverage all the way. Roethlisberger comes out in the pistol. Defense respecting the deep ball, playing way off the receivers. Bell's got it on the handoff. And they tackle him down at the 37-yard line.
The defensive line now shifting to a spread look. They're going to try to pressure the quarterback on this play.
The Steelers from the 37. And incomplete. Didn't get his feet down. The offense is back on the field here for this 4th and 5 play. The Cowboys defense packs it in now, going with the 46.
The Steelers from the 37. Roethlisberger sends it to Brown. The Cowboys might have been caught off guard there on that fourth down play.
Well, why? Why would you be caught off guard in a situation like this? You always have to be ready on the defensive side. That time they were not.
The Steelers have it at the 24. Antonio Brown going to take it home for the touchdown. That brings the score a little closer as we approach the second quarter. The touchdown keeps the game well within reach.
Isn't it something we're sitting here thinking in the first quarter, what a disaster and what a lopsided game, but all of a sudden it turns around with that score and it changes the way you and I are thinking, and of course we know that's changing how the players think.
Here comes the wide receiver in motion.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
They will not find a way into the end zone, so they'll only get 6 points out of the trip. The Cowboys are ready to run back this kick. He'll have a chance to take off. And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line. The Cowboys looking to add a few more points onto their early total as they retake the field here. At this rate, this is going to be a lot of scoring in this game when it's all said and done.
Well, yeah, I think it's been exciting. It's who knows what's going to happen, but you've got to stay aggressive. Everything is on your side when you talk about the offense right now. So keep calling those plays and keep pushing that football down the field.
The Cowboys will take the snap from the 45. 1-2-3 with the sack.
That's a bad job by the offense that time. There's no doubt about it. The blitz by the defense, they do not do a good job of finding out where everybody's blitzing from. They let a guy come free, and that free blitzer, or as we call them, free runners, he gets the hit on the QB and takes him down.
Looks like they're in press coverage here. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. Timmons able to read that play and make the hit. The Cowboys have it at the 34. Has his target. Has space. On his way. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown. Early in the second, and that touchdown puts a little more distance between these teams.
It does, and you know what? The one team that's behind's got to decide to do, they're going to have to come out here and fight because it's pretty evident the team that just scored, they got a lot of pride, they're playing hard, and this is going to be a tough day.
Brandon Boykin will field this kickoff. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. The Steelers take the field again on offense. They'll be looking for a repeat of their last drive. They came away with a touchdown and really had the defense on its heels.
Well, it's going to be hard to repeat what they just did because it looks so easy and it was well done by their offense. And I think when you talk about situations like this, it really comes down to one thing. Can the offensive line continue to dominate?
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Roethlisberger going down the field.
I think that's the hardest pass a defensive back has to defend. The long throws down the field. You have to wait to the last second to make your play. That time the defensive back did it. What a play.
It's not every day we get to broadcast a game that has such wide national appeal. These are two national teams, the Cowboys and the Steelers, with two of the greatest followings of all.
I think it's one of these games where you say it wouldn't matter what the record, it doesn't matter what the record is of either team. Everybody in America just knows the history, how important these teams are to the NFL, and you just want to watch them compete against each other.
2nd and 10 coming up. Ben Roethlisberger dropping back in shotgun formation. Oh, it almost picked off that time.
This is a tough situation to be in. It's 3rd and long, and I'll say this to the coach and the quarterback. Don't take a chance. If it's covered down the field, throw it short.
Roethlisberger's alone in the backfield. 3rd down and 10. Should have had it.
Sometimes when you have a player with this kind of talent, you're willing to put up with a few drop passes because when he catches it, he has a chance of going all the way.
The Steelers elect to go for it and bypass the punt on 4th down. The Cowboys with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. Roethlisberger takes the snap from the gun. Has the reception all alone. And they are in on Bell. Let's see what they do on 1st down following that huge play. Bell's going to secure the handoff. The Steelers get a 1st down. Play number 6 coming up on this drive.
Bell is a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the 1st down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the 1st down. The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
The defense gets a sack.
Now, this is about as bad as it gets for a quarterback in a situation like this. You're near the goal line, and they give you a chance to throw the football, and you take a sack. Oh, my gosh. I wouldn't want to be him in that film session tomorrow.
Roethlisberger's going to scramble. Roethlisberger's brought down after picking up 14 on the play.
When you get 3rd goal, a lot of times it just comes down to who's willing to fight the hardest. We'll find out here in a second.
Midway 2nd quarter. And it's batted down.
Things get tight down here in the red area. I got to give the defensive man a lot of credit, though. In position, sees the ball thrown, and is able to get that hand up there and knock it down.
The offense still on the field here on 4th down, needing 4 to stay on the field. Quarters formation here for the defense. Roethlisberger from the gun, and it's knocked down.
The Steelers go for it on 4th down, and they do not get it done. Now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
The Cowboys offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last possession ended in a touchdown. Phil, let's see if they can do it again.
Very well done. Love what I saw out there on the offense the last time. They mixed it up, and they showed a lot of confidence. You can see the speed of the football team and try to duplicate what they just did.
After the 2-yard carry, it sets up 2nd down and 8. Will go Brown. Going to lose yards here.
Sometimes on 3rd and long from the defensive side, I like the fact that you can blitz. Send more guys than they can block. Make the quarterback throw the football quickly and short. Then it's all up to coming up and making the tackle.
Got hit on release.
The Cowboys put themselves in a situation where the defense has all the advantage. They know the pass probably has to go down the field on 3rd and long, and they were ready for it.
We'll see what he can do here.
Gains 20.
The Steelers know there's three parts to every football game: offense, defense, and special teams. What a play for the special teams here. Good punt return, good blocking. They get it done.
They come to the line of scrimmage and an excellent starting point.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
What a hit, and the ball falls incomplete.
Brown's one of those guys. If he drops a pass or makes a mistake on the field, he doesn't make excuses. He knows no matter what the circumstances are, if you get your hands on the football as a receiver in the NFL, everybody expects you to make the catch.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one.
Roethlisberger set. Empty backfield.
The wide receiver shifting around in motion.
They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun.
Fine. Touchdown, and that'll close the gap in this one. Midway through the second quarter, and how about it, Phil? These guys just have a knack for hanging around.
Yeah, they just won't go away, will they? That score, what it did, it just changed everything about this game. Here we are midway in the second quarter. Now it's up to the defense. Go out there and get a stop. And, boy, it's hard to believe it, but you could have the lead going in at halftime.
They motion the receiver around to the other side.
Bell's going to take the handoff now. They failed to convert on the two-point try, so they'll just have to settle for the 6.
The Steelers getting ready to kick it off. They're setting up the return.
Just across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Cowboys offense is on the field, hoping to erase the memory of their last drive, which was completely unproductive. A quick 3-and-out.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if they can erase this defense. This defense is pretty good. We saw that in the last drive.
They're going to get him here for a sack.
What a good scheme that time by the defense. They confuse the offense. They blitz. They don't know who to pick up. And how about the defender? They must love this. Coming in free and gets a good clean shot on the QB and gets a sack.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage.
Seastrunk's got it. Screen. He'll pick up 7 this time. The Cowboys have gotten their running back involved throughout this game, but it's been through the air where he's made a huge impact. Seastrunk's been a target in the passing attack, and this is by design.
It is. Running backs now, they got to be able to do everything in the NFL. Of course, they got to be able to run with the football. They got to block for other runners, and they got to catch the ball like a wide receiver, and we've seen that so far here in the first half.
Romo's back in shotgun formation. Makes the play. The Cowboys roll the dice and pick up the first on 4th down.
Yeah, I like that analogy. Roll the dice. Sometimes you got to take a chance and hope it comes up 7. Well, I don't know about the 7, but they pick up the first down.
Romo's completion percentage, 60% on the day.
You got to try to avoid this as a quarterback. Don't throw off that back foot unless you have to. When you do, there's just no way you're going to be as good if you had good balance. That time the throw's off the mark.
2nd and 10.
Airing it out, but it's incomplete.
In a situation like this, 3rd and long, if you're the defense, catch them by surprise and blitz.
Set up now at the 46.
Look at the signals. The D-line is all shifting down inside. They're expecting a run right up the middle.
Joseph Randle with the reception. Thomas is there to make the tackle.
Don't always have to throw the football past the yard markers. That's another thing I hate to hear. This time the offense throws it behind the yard markers on the screen pass. Good execution. They pick up a first down.
This play set up by the long gainer.
Shazier's all over the ball carrier.
the best way to get more plays in before the end of the first half, go to the hurry-up offense. Nice job by the coach. We'll see if the quarterback can make it work.
Can't hold on here as this goes incomplete.
Jim, I just want to say this to the quarterback. It's 3rd and goal. If the play's not there, throw it away. Do not force the action.
This next play will take place at the 11.
3rd and 11.
It's Randall out of the backfield who gets the pass.
Randall's brought down after picking up 6 on this play.
I like this decision by the coach to go with the hurry-up offense here late in the first half. You can't be worried about making mistakes. Sometimes you got to be aggressive.
Needing 5 to move the chains. Playing press coverage to the outside. Makes the grab. Touchdown.
That time on 4th and goal, the offense goes for it. The defense is all excited. They want to try to stop them, and they make bad mistakes and give up the touchdown.
And the extra point, the kick is good.
The Steelers set to return the kick. That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20. No bump coverage here. Corners backing up.
The defensive line is now all spreading out.
1st down at the 20. Intercepted. In stride, and he's home for the touchdown.
Well, when you study the offense and you know what they're going to do, you're able to make plays like that. You time the interception perfectly, you make the catch, and you take it all the way back for the score.
It's good.
And that will close out the first half here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. Time now for a short break, and we'll be back after halftime for the beginning of the 3rd quarter. And the second half is underway, and this game isn't even close.
No return this time, and Roethlisberger will come back out at the 20.
The Steelers offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points. Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Gregory wraps up the quarterback. Corners are backing off here. We'll go no huddle. Roethlisberger standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Intercepted! And this is just a killer. Coming out of the half after all the adjustments, you simply cannot throw a pick while already losing this badly.
What's that old saying? Well, Mama said there'd be days like this, and I don't know if she told you it'd be this bad. It's been rough. I don't know what to tell you. The offense, hang in there, keep trying, and hope it gets better.
And that reception goes to Dez Bryant. After the pass play, gain 7. 2nd and 3 on the way. They're in the hurry-up mode. Romo stepping back into the shotgun. Got the completion.
That's an awesome job by the offense picking up this first down here in the second half. They've got a big lead. It's not about scoring anymore. It's just about milking that clock. And that is an art, and this team is good at it.
Romo, he's picked off again. A big development for them here early in the 3rd quarter. Maybe they're ready to make this game a little more respectable.
One thing about defensive players, they really never stop playing. In other words, you go out there and just keep fighting. The defense did. They got that big turnover. This could turn things around.
First down now in a dangerous spot here. Roethlisberger's ready for the snap. Empty backfield. The quarterback motions the wide receiver. Ben Roethlisberger dropping back in shotgun formation. Bell's tackled down at the 17. They hurry to the line of scrimmage. First and 10. Brown's got the catch and the first. First down at the 31. He'll throw it over the middle. And Miller can't hold on to that one.
Miller's going to be so mad at himself for dropping that football because receivers, you never know when your chance is going to come. And then finally, you get open, they call a play where you're the primary guy. It's right there, and you drop it. Well, don't get down on yourself. Stay up. The football will come your way again.
The Cowboys come out in a dime package. Second down and 10. Two hands on the football and has the catch. Wasting little time. Roethlisberger is going to take it from the gun. And it's swatted away.
Well, Jim, that's a nice job by the defender knocking that football down on third down. That's what you want to do as a defense. Of course, you want to get off the field. Every time an offense completes a third down pass, their chances of getting a score on that drive go up big time. So getting off the field is great. Nice job by the defender.
Roethlisberger takes the snap from the gun, lays out and makes the play. Touchdown!
Well, how many times can we say it, Jim? Another touchdown pass by the quarterback. He is, to say it, he is really on. He is feeling it. When they get open, he is making terrific throws. They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving it.
And intercepted.
Really good job by the defense at times stopping a two-point conversion because they do so many different things on the offensive side down the NFL. I think when the two-point conversion comes up on defense, attack the offense.
They won't recover the onside kick. The hands team does his job. The Cowboys are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Bill.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck. That's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You got to go out there and be much better.
They get set quickly, ready for another snap. The ball is jarred loose.
Williams is not able to come up with the catch. And a lot of times when you see a receiver drop a pass, they take their eyes off it. That's one thing. Or they're just trying to get it in their hands too quick. Why? Because they're trying to make some yards after the catch. That was the problem that time.
The Cowboys snap it at the 31. Finally, a third down conversion.
That's what you want to do. Get a first down while you're on top and keep that clock moving and just controlling the football game. Good job by the offense managing things so far here today.
Allen's all over that offense and brings him down. And now they're in their hurry up. Midway into the third. In his hands, complete, touchdown.
And with that score, they've now got a nice buffer to work with over the last quarter and a half.
They've been really efficient here today. And just another example on that touchdown drive, executing to perfection. And they got a nice lead here. Let's see if they can hang on.
Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23.
The Steelers offense coming back onto the field. It was a good drive for them the last time they had it, all the way down to the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, you know, in this game, Jim, it's all about momentum. And when you feel you got the momentum on your side, you got to take advantage of it. So now I think it's up to the offensive coordinator to call the right plays.
The corners step back. First down at the 23. Surveys. Leaps up and comes away with it. Quickly to the line. First and 10. Roethlisberger's now going to leave the pocket and tuck it under. That's a gain of 7.
Roethlisberger is almost impossible to bring down, so when he scrambles, he usually is good for a big chunk of yardage.
Big Ben can get it rolling forward, can he? I'll tell you what, you know, he's nimble enough where he just makes that little move where you never get the big hit on him when he runs the football. Good job.
Throws the pass. And that's a gain of 9. Third catch today so far. The Steelers still trail, but as we look at the passing numbers, it's hard to find much fault with them. Roethlisberger's led his team on the field today and has posted some very impressive numbers.
Yeah, the offense has been sharp, and I'll say this, in the NFL, if you're trying to make a comeback, the easiest way to do it is to do it with a hot quarterback and the offense that's clicking on all cylinders.
Second down after the incompletion. Roethlisberger's all by himself in the backfield for this snap. Roethlisberger's got it in the gun. Nelson's going to pull in the bullet pass. No huddle time. First down at the 22. Scans the field. Roethlisberger will slide here and end the play.
It's a rough game out there. Avoid hits at all costs. Good job that time by the quarterback sliding before he takes the hit.
Second and 3. Touchdown, and they cut into that lead.
Nice throw by the quarterback that time. Put it right on the money. Not a big window. It doesn't matter to him today. Great control of the football. Put it right in there for the touchdown. The D-line now shifted into a spread look. They are getting ready to rush that quarterback.
And they will not convert here on the two-point conversion. Good stand by the defense. The Cowboys are ready to run back this kick. Williams is going to start his return. Thomas is going to make the tackle. And a run back of about 5.
The Cowboys offense taking the field again. They got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil. That was a solid touchdown drive.
Yeah, just look at them, Jim. The way they run onto the field, you can see they're exuding confidence. And when you got a confident football team, man, let them go and let them play and see if they can make it happen again.
Almost to the 40 at the 39-yard line.
The Steelers lined up in the nickel. First down at the 39. And it's a catch by James Hanna. The Cowboys have created chances for themselves in the passing attack today. Romo's had a huge performance in this one.
When you talk about creating opportunities, that's where you have to give credit to the coaching staff. They have helped the players. The play designs have been good, and the players are taking advantage of it.
First down at the 50. Seastrunk's out there to receive the screen pass. He's taken down at the 42. They're going to the hurry. Back to the line now. Second down, 2 to go. Seastrunk's handed the football. Lawrence Timmons makes the tackle.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
It'll be third down. Press coverage all the way. Seastrunk, solo back set. Seastrunk's taking the handoff. He's brought down. That's going to bring up fourth down. The Cowboys have it at the 44. He'll get it again. And the tackle was made by James Harrison. What a terrific play here in the fourth quarter. In what has been a high-scoring affair. To see the defense make the stop on fourth down, Phil.
Yeah, and listen, if I was the offensive coach, I would have probably gone for it too, because the defense has shown no signs of life today. But, boy, did they rise up and make a play.
First down at the 43. Takes the hit, throws. After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down. The Cowboys go with the dime formation here on defense. Roethlisberger from the gun. Pass is intercepted. Brown's there to take him down. Well, we were due for one of these after all the fireworks we had seen offensively. A great defensive play here early in the fourth quarter.
I'm so surprised it took so long. They got good players on the defensive side, but, hey, they finally got their act together, and they stopped that offense with that interception.
Inside the 50. Looks like they're in press coverage here. It's a two tight end formation. First down at the 46. Bryant's got the catch on the touch throw. Now the offense in their hurry up. First down at the 23. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with two hands.
The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
First and goal. Seastrunk's got it on the handoff. Gets about 9 on the play. They're just grinding away down here, inching closer to the end zone.
Well, that's what you got to do sometimes. It's hard always to think that you're going to come out and just make big plays. You got to do the dirty work, and this offense is doing it right now. Jim, I love these situations. Third and goal, what are they going to call? They're going to run the football, they're going to go with a pass, and if it is a pass, I would look for something quick.
Third and goal. 6 for the Cowboys. Seastrunk's got his third touchdown of the game. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. Another takeaway. Breaks free. So they give up the touchdown, but they do not allow the two-point play.
Yeah, good job that time by the defense. So quick and so ready for that play. They reacted very fast. That's why they stopped it.
And this will be coming out to the 20 as he thinks better of running it out of the end zone this time.
The Steelers offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
First down at the 20. Looking across the middle. Incompletion here as he was looking over the middle.
That incompletion by the quarterback, hey, I give the quarterback no fault. That was just tremendous coverage by the secondary player. He's in position and able to make the football be incomplete.
2nd and 10. It's 3rd down coming up. Roethlisberger's got no one behind him, just a quarterback waiting for the snap. Roethlisberger's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Miller's got it on a pass, had some heat on it. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field. They're going to the hurry. First down at the 50. Looking to go down the field here. It's intercepted.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Cowboys now ready to take over again on offense. They were successful on their previous drive, getting the ball all the way to the end zone. I'm sure they're looking for more of the same right now.
Oh, absolutely. That's what you always want. You want to find your way to the end zone, and so many people contributed on that last drive, and you've got to give the coaches a lot of credit for putting the players in excellent position.
Romo's setting up now in the pistol. Seastrunk's going to secure the handoff. And there's only 2 yards to be found right there. Playing press coverage to the outside. 2nd down and 8. They'll go ground. Seastrunk's tackled down at the 31. No time to huddle now. Now 1st and 10. Beasley with the reception. Beasley's met after a gain of 13.
Look at that. Everybody at the line of scrimmage. The defense showing a blitz.
First down and 10. Got drilled as he throws it. 2nd down following that incompletion. Romo's lining up in the pistol. It's Randall out of the backfield who gets the pass. And he races out of bounds at that point.
Well, the quarterback showed off his arm strength that time, didn't he? He put the football right on the money, on a line, right into the receiver's hands.
It's first down now, right around 3 minutes remaining in the game. Here's the first snap after the big play. Joseph Randall with the reception.
Arm strength is a nice thing to have when the window of opportunity is very small. Quarterbacks with strong arms can still fire it in there. Nice throw right on target by the QB.
Seastrunk, solo back set. 2nd down and 7. Gets away. Going to be a tackle for a loss. Wasting no time now for this next play.
Let's go.
Looking long. Dez Bryant is there. And it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes when you have a talented receiver, you just got to put up with plays like that. He might drop a few, but when he does catch it, it can make a big play.
The Cowboys have it at the 34. The Cowboys turn the ball over on downs.
The Cowboys that time go for it on 4th down, and they fail. I did not understand the decision, but you got to make sure your team doesn't get down from that. You got to keep them up.
This will probably be the last play before the 2-minute warning here in the final quarter.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
A foot race all the way home and all alone. Touchdown.
Well, we say it all the time. There's only so much a defense can do. And when it's a perfect throw and a perfect catch, way down the field and results in a touchdown, you just got to give the offense some credit. You see the linebackers moving? What they're trying to do is confuse the quarterback.
Two-point try is denied. The Steelers in position. They're going to go with the onside kick. Everything hinged on them recovering that onside kick, and they failed to do so.
Well, Jim, when you're doing the onside kick, you really got to hope for that perfect bounce of the football. That time it did not happen. That's why they didn't recover.
The Cowboys offense now will try to sustain a drive after giving the ball away just a few minutes ago before their defense came up with a play to return the pigskin.
Man, they should thank the defense bailing them out of trouble getting that turnover. And you're right, they're just giving the football away, not being conscious of holding it the right way. It's just been sloppy play on the offense.
First down at the 42. And here's the toss. And he is brought down at the 39. Press coverage all the way. They'll go right to the hurry up. Won't use a timeout here. Strong eye handoff here. Now looking at third down. Time for the hurry up offense. Bryant's got it. First down. The Cowboys have had a big #1 option at wideout today. Bryant's done everything asked of him today, Phil.
Well, this league is loaded with really tremendous wide receivers, and we are watching one of the best. He can do everything with the football.
First down here after the completion. Seastrom's going to take the handoff now. And that'll gain just a few yards.
Well, when you know you can win the game, but just running the football, then you just run the football. Take no chances. Keep two hands around it at all times, and don't worry about the extra yard.
It's now 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. And the give to Darren McFadden. Allen's the one who brings him to the ground.
Right call here by the coach in this situation. Keep running the football. Keep that clock moving. You have the lead. Just tell your quarterback to tell everybody on offense this.
All the way home, just in time, a late touchdown.
What a job by the offense. So little time left to drive down the field and score. That just ices the game. Nice job by the whole football team today, but especially on the offensive side.
The Cowboys for the point after. And the point after is good. The Steelers set to return the kick. No return here as he makes the fair catch. The Steelers offense comes onto the field, and even if they put together a scoring drive, there's not going to be any difference here in the outcome. Now just playing for a little bit of pride and perhaps to try to get things going for next week.
Well, pride's gone out the window. You've lost that already because it's been a dismal performance by your whole football team today. And I say this on the offensive side, don't press the issue, just get this game over with. I think the coach has got to call more of these plays. That's a good job of at least trying to get the big play, but they cannot get the completion on that long throw.
Quarters formation here for the defense. 2nd down and 10. Intercepted. What a horrible time to throw the interception. But hats off to the defense here, Phil. They come up with the stop, the play, the takeaway at just the right time.
Yeah, listen, I give the defense all the credit in a situation like this. They took advantage of a quarterback who they knew was going to have to take a chance, and they were ready to pounce on it.
The Cowboys will take the snap from the 40. Romo's on the move. Romo connects with and in for the touchdown. That could be construed as running up the score, Phil. This game was already in the bag.
Well, Jim, it could be construed. You got to try a little harder or the score will get run up on you. How about that? You are allowed to stop them on the defensive side, and you got to put some effort into it and some heart, and we've seen neither.
The Steelers set to return the kick. Touchback now as the ball comes out to the 20. The Steelers offense comes back onto the field, and there's nothing they can do to pull out victory here. Just a snap or two, and then it's on to the locker room to explain this loss, Phil.
Yeah, listen, today was not their day. The other team was just better. Give some credit to the defense, but the offense was not sharp, and I don't think the game plan coming into today's game was the one they needed to try and run.
Looks like they're in press coverage here. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Intercepted. That brings the play to an end.
Phil, can you believe the defense steps up and makes the interception to clinch it for him today?
Oh, they love this. Nothing like winning a game with a defensive play to ice everything. And I give the defense all the credit. Just a great play on their part.
What a place to start for the offense. For this play, they'll go with two tight ends.
First down at the 37. The catch is made by Lance Dunbar.
Stiff arms to stay on his feet.
And he steps out of the field to play.
That's what you call a bullet pass. Very little space to throw the football into, but he gets it done. A lot of velocity, right on target.
First and 10.
Williams with the catch.
The Cowboys signal for a